Hello. Took me 6 attempts to get this started. A lot of problems on this platform, but I don't answer for this company. Hello, welcome to this taste challenge. I have 2 French brandies. They don't have the same ABV. They were introduced around the same time. This is Brandy Sainte Louise. I bought this at Savannah Discount. It was about $13, but the normal price is about $25. But so I got a good deal on it. Introduced in 2018. This is 43% alcohol. It's from Ricou Spirits of Dallas, somewhere in Texas. I think it's the Dallas area, but it's a privately owned independent bottler, which is a common thing to do. Washing the dust off of it. Independent bottling means, and this is very common in the bourbon world in the United States, it's produced by some company and then it's bottled under a brand name for a different company. It's done in the world of beer too, very independent canning of beer, No, I mean, Brandy Sainte Louise, 43% alcohol. The lady that owns the company says she found an old non-copyrighted expired French label and she thought it looked really cool, so she used it for the basis for her product, and it does look very nice. Now she said that she developed this mainly for cooking, a lot of brandies using cuisine, but you can sip it because I've been sipping it. But I mean, it is common to use it in cooking. But anyway, you can find it around. Commonly, I wouldn't say that. I've never seen it in my town, which is only less than 30,000 people, like 28,000. But this is Branson. I did see this VSOP version in my town last week, so it has shown up around here. Branson Cognac Phantom, the Phantom of the Cognac, introduced way back in 2019. Aged 2 to 3 years. This one's aged 3 to 10 years. I'll explain that later, how that can be arranged. And this is produced by Raymond Ragnaud for a hip hop celebrity singer. All of that. Okay. Which is also common in the beer, wine, and liquor world. Got professional wrestlers doing beer. They got, I don't know, chefs doing wine. They got hip hop stars doing liquor and country music stars doing liquor. It's so common. Oh, so very common. And no, it does not make a difference to me. If it's celebrity enhanced or non-celebrity, I don't care either way. If it tastes good, I care. If it tastes bad, I care. There's real cork and real neoprene, artificial rubber, synthetic rubber. Okay, so this Brandy Sainte Louise, like I said, the regular price is running about, let's say low end $28 to $30. If you pay more than $30, probably something's wrong. I need glasses to see far away, not close up. Close up, I can't see. 2019 bottling. I'm trying to see. Yeah, 75 centiliters. So it's a standard size bottle. Yeah. This is also a standard size bottle. This is running about $40 a bottle. Low end, 49, high end, I would not go high. I would definitely not pay more than 40. So if it's $40 even, buy it. If it's $40.01, don't buy it. Like that would be your cutoff point. So they're both copper, but I think the Brandy Sainte Louise is more copper. Why did they choose the name St. Louis? St. Louis? I don't know, honestly. Two little Diamore snifters, very nice. Thank you to Blank who gave me these snifters. He said, don't tell anybody who gave it to you. Honestly, I don't see why that would matter, but I was like, okay. All right, I'll do a screen share. So Brandy Sainte Louise. Brandy Sainte Louise was created at the request of bartenders who have been searching for a classic style brandy with balanced, fruit-forward flavor. Really? They don't have those around already? So they said they want a zine for cooking. And this is all capital letters. Available in the market since 2018. Brandy Sainte Louise represents French brandy unmatched. Do you hear this? Unmatched in the 21st century in terms of value. So they're claiming that you cannot beat the Jennifer Querbey's founder, and she has commented on for commenting on the channel. All right. Well, yeah. By Frederick Wildman and Sons Limited. It has won awards, not recently, only in the last 4 years ago. But I have no attachment to this product. I am not anti or pro. I just bought it. I'm trying it. Hey, you let the chip. Here's Branson Cognac V.S. Phantom. It looks like Genie. I love of Genie, right? I Dream of Genie bottle, produced by Raymond Ragnaud, who has been in Grande Champagne since 1860. They're claiming it's the finest example of cognac for anyone to enjoy. So aged 2 to 3 years. So there you go. So both of these companies are claiming that theirs is the best. I'm not sure both of them could be the best, but that's what they're claiming. All right. So I got 2 products, and they're both the best. But then, as you may have noticed, every other liquor website on the internet says that their product is the best. So I guess you just have to taste them and see what you think. Get on the internet, look up Jim Beam. You say, that's cheap. That's cheap, bro, but it's the best. I know because I looked at their website. Best bourbon ever. So is Evan Williams, because I know because I looked at their website. Best bourbon ever. You say, I guess Ezra Brooks is the best bourbon. It definitely is. Don't even question that because the website says it is the finest, the most exquisite, exceptional, and amazing in all other attributes notwithstanding. So if you get Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, Evan Williams, Ezra Brooks, they are all the best. Crapiertastic says Jim Beam is corn water and swill. Well, apparently that is the product you can buy because I don't think their website would lie to us. Do you honestly think a company would lie to the public? Okay. One is a little lighter. They're both copper, but this is like light copper and this is medium copper. All right. You are not my. Okay. Do not judge the man who's trying to taste the bourbon. Do not feed the dog from the food from the table. Now, I felt very, very disturbed, if you want to say that, from the last taste challenge, which I did at dawn, where I couldn't tell them apart. I did a cognac versus a regular French brandy, but it was an XO brandy versus a VS cognac, and I was really disturbed, and I got it wrong, and I was trying to like say, oh well, you know how it goes when times are tough and so forth, but there was no really any way of getting around it, and I can joke around with this, and you say you're just trying to play it off because you're nervous, you're getting scared, huh? I'm not getting scared or afraid, but I'm a little concerned because I think that these are tough. All right. And if you look at their websites, I hope you got a lot. Well, the Brandy Sainte Louise isn't too complicated of a website, but it does have a lot of detail. If you get on Branson, I hope you got 30 minutes because you're going to need that time frame to read the whole website. They go into intricate detail, so they obviously put it out with a lot of care, and I think they're both done with a lot of care. But like the owner of Brandy Sainte Louise said, we were very careful and very meticulous, basically what she was saying, very meticulous in picking the distilleries to produce who produce brandy. They don't produce just theirs, but you know, they generally produce brandy for whoever wants to buy it. You know, same kind of companies in the United States, and who blends it. So they wanted to pick a good blender and all of that. Well, this smells great. Golden raisins. Whoa. Oak. Nice. But that's a trend with French brandy. They tend to be really nice. Kind of like bourbon. I was playing up. I was kidding around earlier with the bourbon thing, using that as like a counterpoint. But I do believe that, like when you buy bourbon, you be hard pressed to find a bad one. And I think people make outrageously simplistic evaluations of bourbon. I think they have axe to grind behind the scenes or something. I don't know. I just think they sell it short a lot of times. This might be more oak than golden raisin, but it's definitely got a lot of like what you would call grappa in it. Like that's like a meatiness to it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Taste time, cheers. Okay. Grape skins. Oh, even more so than that, grape leaves. Grape leaves. Like I was talking about the Greek festival earlier this week that they're going to have coming up in New Orleans in about 2 weeks. And they have stuffed grape leaves. And well, you could definitely get brandy there, but it'll probably be Greek. Makes sense. But yeah, and they have the ouzo, which is a liqueur, the licorice liquor. And Mythos lager. There is grape skin and raisin and golden raisin and grape leaves. I think it's less of it, less pronounced. They're both medium body and they both finish pretty dry. So yeah. Let me see what I'm going to say. They're both comparable. They're comparable. They are comparable one to another. Um, Price point is something to. It is something to consider because you figure in $40 give or take on this one and $30 give or take on that one. I mean, honestly, I would just save the $10. You say $10. You're worrying about $10. You're just so dumb. Well, you could not. You could laugh that off and say, "Don't care about $10." But I'm going to side with Ben Franklin. Benjamin Franklin said, "A penny saved is a penny earned," and I don't see the benefit. This is to me important. I don't see the benefit of paying $10 extra to get nothing extra. What's the point of that? Just to show people you could spend it. I got it. I can spend it. Okay, good, great. That's impressive. I'm impressed. Like Paul McCartney would say, maybe I'm amazed. But honestly, I think it adds up. And I think if you save $10 and you haven't sacrificed anything, then hey, you may as well save the $10 because over a month time it will add up. In a year, it will really add up. In a decade, even more so. And then eventually you'll say, "Oh, I got no debt. I have no bills to pay." You say nobody's in that condition. Everybody's got bills to pay. Everybody's got credit card debt. Everybody's got a house note. Everybody's got a car note. Well, actually, I hate to disappoint you. That's not actually true. Some people have none of those things to pay and they just get money and they just have money because they budget carefully and they're spending um, their plan for spending, their budgeting, what you would call their budgeting practices are sound. And in the short term, it's like, oh, you don't want to do anything fun. You just a stick in the mud, live a little, but then in long term, it's like, well, look at him or look at her. Well, you wanted to have fun up front, and she wanted to have fun on the back load. So now you got the debt, and she got the fun. So it's however you want to manage it. I would definitely not spend the extra $10 on these. Are they both very good? Yes. Are they both high quality? Absolutely. Did they both score an A? I don't see why they wouldn't. No, I could never give them lower than an A average. An A, yeah, they're top quality, good stuff. I mean, not top quality. That's $5,000, $3,000 to $5,000 a bottle, which I'll never try. But unless somebody gives it to me, give it to me. I'll try it. I'll do a video. Oh my god. But as a comedian, in all seriousness, I really think they're comparable. What's the downside? Okay, now important here. What's the downside for either one or both? Okay, so that one I wasn't detecting any negatives. So what's the negative here? Oh well, no, that's not really a negative. But if you meant no, that's not a negative. Well, what about the? That's not a negative. Oh, so I guess you're trying to say that they both delicious. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm going to try to tell them apart now. I have a very little bit of confidence in that. Okay, so Joe Hill says Wild Card Wednesday or Fandango Friday this week. Well, actually both, but it's not Wild Card. This Wednesday is Light Beer Wednesday. Anybody who wants to join, get a light beer. I mean, a light beer, not something you think is light because in your mind it's light. Like you say, well, I think Rolling Rock is light. Okay, but nobody else thinks that. And why did they make a product for a few years called Rock Light? You say, what's Rock Light? Well, it's a light beer from Rolling Rock, Latrobe Brewing. It was called Rock Light. I had it. I bought it. I didn't save it because I stopped saving all my light beers. But they even had a Rolling Rock Red, a red amber lager. Oh, I wish they wouldn't have stopped making that. No, bring an actual light beer, like Bud Light, Busch Light, Coors Light, Miller Light, Pabst Light, and so forth. Now, you might say, well, I don't like light beer. I'm not bringing nothing. Well, why would you even watch the video? There's certain foods I don't like. Well, guess what? I don't do anything that involves those foods. There aren't many foods, but there are some. I don't like them, so I don't engage them. I don't engage their availability or their presence. But that's what we're doing. Light Beer Wednesday, and then this Friday is Fandango Friday. Any liquor or liqueur. I'm going to bring a liquor called Grand Legacy Rum. You say, who the hell makes that? Well, you know who makes it, Sazerac, the ones who make all the other ones that everybody says, who the hell makes that? Used to be made for CVS Pharmacy, but that all kind of ended. So now they make it for Casey's convenience stores, which is still not in Louisiana, but they're in Mississippi, Arkansas, Texas, all around. I think Louisiana is kind of saturated with convenience stores, but Burley Sullivan says, you. Cheers back to you, Burley. Brian Carpenter says, cheers. Clinking the mugs. Did I miss it? This is Senior Discount Tuesday. Right. Jay keeps looking younger every episode. You keep looking older every episode, but I never seen your face. So, but what's up? What's up? Depends what your facility is. All right. What's your preference? I think the problem with these, if one should call it a problem, I don't think it's really a problem. I think the issue with these is that they're very similar. These are very similar one to another. Now, do I include American brandy in these? No, I don't. I don't include those because I think American brandy is a total different. Well, of course they're made from grapes, so it's the same animal, but it's a different breed. They're just totally different. I don't think you would very likely confuse American brandy with French brandy. I don't see it. Now, which one would I prefer? Well, I would prefer the French. En français. I think. Well, I think they're a little nicer. Drinking famous grouse, says Brian Carpenter, laughing his eyes to tears. Oh, yes. Famous grouse is on my to buy list. Definitely on my to buy list. And that might be the next blended scotch I'll buy because, after all, people have been asking me about famous grouse for years. Like, when are you going to review famous grouse? And I keep saying, well, I'm trying to get to it, but then I don't get to it, So definitely one of the top brands. So I should address it. Yes, it is famous. Sometimes naked, but let's see. I get a little bit more. Yeah, I keep saying that, like the meat, like the meat of the grape and the oak. I think due to that, that it's probably, probably a little more age, a little longer age, and I'm not sure about that, but I think it's probably the case. So I think this one is probably the Brandy Sainte Louise. It's a little longer age. It has a little bit better flavor, and it's $10 cheaper. So I'm gonna go with the Brandy Sainte Louise. I never dreamed this thing would break down like this. This is too much. And the Kansas City Southern Railroad, eastbound. Here they come. I think they're going too fast. I think the local ordinance has been not allowed to go more than 35 miles per hour through the town, but I know that's more than 35. They're flying. Or they rolling at a pretty good clip. Ain't nobody gonna stop them. But maybe if I drive too fast, I won't get a ticket. But yeah, you say, yeah, right. I know. So I'm feeling bad about it. I got it wrong. I can't believe it. I'm gonna punch Branson in the face. Oh, this Branson got me aggravated. That sounds better than the birds do. Oh, the birds don't sound good? Choo choo, says Brian. And see, the Branson, I'm supposed to be on the Branson's case. Like I should be saying Branson is no great, it's not a great product, it's a celebrity product. Oh, don't buy it, you know. But the last two taste challenges, I got it confused with credible, like really well-known products. Oh, well, I don't know if Brandy Sainte Louise is well-known, but there are videos out there for it. But too aggravating, just too aggravating. After I started the series, I thought, oh, that was a short train. I thought, oh, I'm going to get it right. Well, actually, I thought I would get it right every time. Honestly, I thought I would never get it wrong. It would just be 100%. And I could say, look at me. I know my brandy. I know my cognac. But yeah, that didn't happen. So 2 in a row fails. There's the Postal Service. I don't know what to say. Oh, these live challenges are starting to really get next to me. I don't know why I do it. Why do I do it? Just to show that I can get it wrong a lot of times? I don't know. But I'm challenging everybody else out there. You talking the talk, but I don't see your channel walking the walk. Do the live taste challenges. Not with 15 different products. Now, this is a real problem. Some people will come on there and talk about, we're going to do Lipton iced. This I had to laugh about this earlier today. We're going to do Lipton iced tea variety pack versus Twisted Tea variety pack. They got like 6 products each, and they're going to review them. This is that is this, look at this, that's that, strawberry, this is pomegranate. Well, I'm going to put pomegranate against strawberry because they're both fruits. And I'm like, what is this video about? This makes no sense. There's no consistency to it. It's totally full of variable. You know, it's full of variables. Like you could never. I'm like, why are you doing this? But I would never comment on their channel because they would not take it right. But I'm just watching it. And I'm thinking, what is going on here? Why would you not take each product, Twisted Tea and Lipton? You could do the lemon versus the lemon. You do the strawberry versus strawberry, peach versus peach, and whatever crosses over. If you can't match it, don't match it. But you're going to get on there and do a 50-minute video. Makes no kind of sense. You trying to put in more cuss words than Scarface, because I guess you get points for that, or I hope you get money, because if you're doing it for free, I don't get that. But so I never. This is a video. I might make this video one day. Mistakes that beer reviewers make, video reviewers make. Don't ever mix in a whole bunch of products and try to make it a video. What are you doing? It should be a one-on-one contest. Why are you in a rush? Who drinks brandy? Well, quite a few people, especially ones with a sore throat. Tom says, RJT, would you consider some kind of palate cleanser like crackers or water in between blind tasting? No, I don't think I would, because I don't think it's really making a difference. I wonder if that would increase your blind tasting success rate. I don't think it would matter. I just think that these products are so similar. So very similar one to another, that it's just like you're in a hamster cage and you're in that wheel and you're running and you're saying, oh, this is going to get me off the wheel. I just think it's grasping at straws. I think that it's very tough. I think it's a very tough thing. I think many of these products are so comparable. Louisiana tap water would be good, which I do drink it, but I don't think it would ultimately, I don't think it would matter. And I do believe that. And if I did think it would matter, obviously I would have brought in the water. But here's your choice. You got this one is $40. This one is $30. Now, I think we answered the question. Which one should you buy? I think the question is obvious. I know which one I'd buy. So we'll leave it at that. All right. Well, maybe in a couple of days, and probably in a couple of days, I'm going to bring in another French brandy, one that is very well known. Not these like, oh, I never heard of these. This is going to be Branson, which I guess a lot of people haven't heard of. Fair enough. Going against Ciroc. Well, I know everybody's heard of Ciroc, so don't even make that claim. Everybody knows about Ciroc vodka, introduced in 2018. But with a celebrity backup, but I think that was just for some reasons, whatever. But I don't really follow that. But the Ciroc brandy, you see, this is the interesting thing about Ciroc. Ciroc made a vodka those years ago, but they made vodka from grapes. This is the very interesting thing, which people overlook. Ciroc vodka is made from grapes, not grain as typically done. But since they were making vodka from grapes, I'm sure the company said, well, hey, ding, ding, why not just make a brandy? It's coming from grapes. You can age it in some barrels for a couple of years, 2-3 years. Put it out there. If nobody buys it, you ain't lost nothing, or very little. And so put it out. So I still see it everywhere. I see Ciroc vodka everywhere. Do I see people buying it? Well, actually, I've never seen anyone buy it. I've never seen anyone buy it except for myself. But it is out there, and I will bring that in the next time. Now, I think that Ciroc might, and I mean might, have an advantage, a slight advantage, but I'm not at all confident. After these last two challenges, you can imagine my confidence level is at basically zero. But yeah, I'm gonna bring it in. Louisiana. Okay, so that makes me want to shop price even more if they're so similar in taste. Yeah, I would recommend. I think usually if you shop price, you come out ahead. Not always, obviously, not always, but typically, yeah. Oh, well, of course, I would only ever drink Famous Grouse neat. I don't add ice to my drinks, and I don't add water. So, of course, I would drink Famous Grouse neat. Does Louisiana put fluoride in their tap water? Yes, and we are part of the Illuminati, actually. And we helped spread that conspiracy. I don't drink vodka, says Brian. Okay. Carlos Rios says, morning, Ron. Hello, Carlos. Good morning to you. Late morning. Mid morning. When wine reviews? Well, I have another wine review coming up. Like a flower. I have a white wine. So that I think you're going to find it interesting. I know I did, especially when I got it for $1.99. Or was it $2.99? I think it was really cheap. Well, whatever the case is, it was very low. Brian says Louisiana puts everything in their tap water. Yes, we put crawfish and Mardi Gras and king cake and Huey P. Long and the Mississippi River in our water. Yes, and the bayou and the swamps and the Gulf of whatever you want to call it. Aldi wine is cheap. Not quite as cheap as it used to be 3 years ago. All right, thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.